you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said.
It's week 1 of the 2024 season, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Raiders and the Chargers, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Chargers coming out to take over, and it is Justin Herbert at quarterback CD, now in his 5th NFL campaign.
And he's looking to bounce back after an injury-riddled season a year ago. Herbert, obviously one of the most talented quarterbacks in the league, but that doesn't do you any good when you're standing on the sidelines wearing a baseball cap. If this team's ever going to reach their full potential, they've got to find a way to keep him upright. And with his new head coach, Jim Harbaugh, in the fold, they'll do exactly that. They'll have a chance to win a lot of games with Justin Herbert on the field.
But not the graphic that this fan base wants to see week 1, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football, where everyone does their best to try and have their starters ready for week 1, guys still have to practice, they still have to train, and injuries do crop up. You're exactly right about that, though, Brandon. None of the people supporting this team wanted to see that graphic on the screen at the start of this game.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
At the Raiders' 44-yard line.
Running right, this is Spiller. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll go right back to Spiller here on first down. Down at the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
48 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. Herbert off of play action. And that is incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
On 4th down, Herbert able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Here's Herbert. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking?
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Raiders for their opening drive, and at the helm in his first year in silver and black, 6th season overall, Gardner Minshew.
And he's someone who brings a ton of personality with him, but don't let that fool you. He's more than capable of playing winning football at this level and has actually done so. I don't know if he's their long-term answer under center, but as long as he trots out there, they'll have a puncher's chance and maybe a bit more to compete with any team they line up against.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Off play action, it's Minshew. This goes out wide from Madison. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Looking to throw it. Minshew. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Las Vegas first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one's complete out to Michael Mayer.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Minshew sets to throw. Open man is the first-round pick, Brock Bowers. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll go Madison up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why do you call play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He gets this out to Spiller. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Here's Herbert. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that's incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Herbert. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So out come the Chargers. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. They run behind center with Spiller. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. 2nd and 11 as they've got it as we resume action. Here's Madison getting it again on second. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
At the 48-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the gun, a run by Spiller. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the 1st.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Give running right is Spiller. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. DJ Chark, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to add on to that lead.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Over the middle, he's got Myers. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a give to Madison. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pick.
Madison. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's Minshew. Open man right side, Myers. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Here comes 3rd down and 7. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he fends him off. Flush to his right. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. That one goes for 8 yards.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed. Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
He's got it to the 43 here.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
First carry of the game for Zamir White. And able to get this to the 31.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's Madison running left. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
First down, here's White. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Madison will score. Touchdown, Raiders.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. The Charger drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Now Minshew. Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Myers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Draw play, Madison. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. Second down and 3. On the toss, Madison. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun is Minshew. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. Open man is Myers. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down is Las Vegas.
It'll be Minshew again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Poona Ford, the one to get to him and drop him. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And late in the first half, it's the Broncos who are out on top. Cortland Sutton, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll make the trek east to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Patrick Mahomes, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. The Chargers were led in the first half by their star quarterback, Justin Herbert. He was on point, throwing a touchdown pass to help his guys take the lead into the break.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 55 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going to run with Madison again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now an injury timeout. And that is Devontae Adams, who is in some discomfort following that play. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Off play action, it's Minshew. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was All-State. I'll make it rain out here. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They'll go Madison up the middle. And still about 3 yards shy of the 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now back to throw. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. More from L.A. in a moment. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Minshew sets to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Gardner Minshew, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was Gardner Minshew who finished things off himself with a touchdown run. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert now. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. They work now on 2nd and 9. Minshew's going to try and run it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henley. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Extra point try now from Dicker. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Raiders now set to get the football back. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yards to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger defensive unit making their way back out there. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's completed right side to Palmer. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. On the give, it's Vidal. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Minshew. That's complete into the hands of Myers. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. The offense on third down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Herbert. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to White. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 3rd and 2. They run straight ahead here with White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. On the handoff, it's Loudly. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Deion Henley there on the tackle. Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's the tight end Hurst with him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Short throw to Disley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. From the 24 now, here's the second down and 6. On the ground, it's Vidal. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. They'll go up the middle with White. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 9. They run the draw play. This is White. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
A run. Here's Vidal. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Brought down back at the 32.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll run with Vidal. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Try to take this home. They'll run. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So the Raiders now down by a field goal. A little under 1:50 remaining. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Minshew. Short throw caught by Bowers. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Minshew. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Able to find Gallup. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.